So I have this nice cool setup here, but it's currently full, so over here I have it transferring files. So that's gonna be fine. But in the meantime, I was wanting to use that camera for all of it. In the meantime, let's discuss what's going on. I have the top bearing in up here. Wait. Oh, almost. Oh. All the light on it. There we go. Oh, almost there. Oh, yeah. Look at that. We got some light on her now. Alright, so we got the top bearing in. And that wasn't hard, it just fell right in. And we got the bottom one in. And you remember last time we took the whole front half of the bike off. And we picked it up, took the bike off, the front half of the bike, and then pulled these races out, one here and there. And I got the new bearings in, or one new bearing in here, and then over here we have the bottom triple clamp, where I had to chisel off the other bearing, because apparently that's how you're supposed to do it. And then once I did that, I pressed on the new one, which I have footage of, so cut to that here. Is there.
Probably should have put some lube on it.
That it? Give it a feel.
I go down a little bit more. How far is it supposed to go down?
Till it seats.
To the right, to that little rubber pieces against the.
I think that's it. We'll find out.
Yeah, it's true. Nice.
Eat the beans today. Alright. Okay. They got a little bit of oil on them. And you can see some more down there. There's a good bit of them. So I think I'm going to rebuild these. I have the issue is with those is I have the tools to rebuild some Showa forks, which are over here on this CR125R sitting here. For some reason in 2002, these are both O2 bikes. In 2002, they decided to put Showas on the 250 and KYBs on the 125. I don't know why, but I had the tools to do the KYB. Whoop, there you go. Whoever owned the bike before put Showa stickers on it. Here's part of it, wherever it went. It was sticking to my foot. I know that. Yeah. Showa, or what were Showa stickers? And I'm like, it's KYB, so yeah. Anyway, I took those off. I need to work on cleaning that. But, yeah, so once that finishes uploading, or not uploading, but transferring files, we're gonna get to putting this on. Our new bearings are already ready to go in. And yesterday, or the previous video, I was using a chisel and a punch, or no, hammer and a punch to knock this castle nut off. But putting it back together, I decided to consult the Empire of Dirt and pull out the all-important knowledge of books, and it told me I can use, there you go, Reinstall. Whoa! Where'd it go? It says use that fancy tool right there. I'm not gonna use that. I'm gonna use. There we go. There we go. Up. There we go. See, pin spanner wrench, which I had forgotten, but it goes right there, and I have one. So, one of these. Spanner wrench. And I'm gonna. Okay. So we have ourselves our bottom triple clamp with the bearing that on. It's pressed on as we discussed in the previous clip. We have our nice dust seal, a new bearing in with its new races all the way through, and we'll put that there for now. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna take it. Go reach around. Almost pushing her out. Oh, there we go. We're through. Then we're going to take our castle nut. We're just right on top of our dust seal here. And what we're going to do, get her nice and snugged up. We're going to set the preload of this bearing. And basically what that is how tight we are and how much clamping force is going on between these two bearings, which relates to how stiff it will be in the end. So we take our fancy spanner wrench here that we discussed about, hook it in on the bottom, grab the whole thing, and we're gonna tighten it down real good. And according to the manual, what you're supposed to do is go lock to lock a couple of times. And I don't know if you can see it, but when I turn it to the right, this castle nut will turn where this is turning. So right now it's loosening itself. So I believe according to the manual it says like 80 foot-pounds, which is kind of ridiculous. Something like that. That's about it. Give her the wiggle. Keep her going. Watch it for a second. There we go. Alright, I'm going to go a little bit further and see what happens. Yes, that's nice. That's tight. I don't know if you can. You can kind of hear the bearings moving, so it's too tight. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our stomach here to hold the bottom triple clamp. I think I went a little too far. Let me. This is all an exact science here. Yeah. I think that's just about right. It's nice and stiff. Like it doesn't just fall over. But let's think about this. You're going to have a crap ton of weight of the front wheel, the whole weight of the vehicle, of the motorcycle on it. So once you get all of this, then you're going to have a lot of leverage on the handlebars right here. If it's a little stiff, you're most likely not going to feel that. So, woo, we got our castle nut on there, dust seal, new bearings in, and new races, which is really nice. What I've done is I've temporarily put the triple clamp back on the forks, or the lower triple clamp, just because that was too precarious and I didn't want to bend nothing. So, I'm going to do something arguably more precarious, and I'm going to raise this, or lower the bike onto this. Need to reposition. Oh. smoothly as it comes down. Okay, so now it should be able to come down like, oh, there it is, like now partially on it. And I want to just ever so slightly do that. Then I'm going to there we go. Now that's down. It's very loosely in there, so I'm not gonna trust it entirely. Portion on it. Starting to look somewhat like a log. Okay, so now that's that. That felt much better than the way I was attempting to do it before. Now we're going to what's happening? Why? What about? Just come on. Now, like I said, I'm going to replace the fork. So right now it's not ultra crucial, whatever. How this guy's got an idea of how to loosen the clamps just enough that they'll lose what you need them to. I'll make sure I to them. And it's got to been clamped. No? Okay. Okay. There we go. Now we're going to literally on. And then over now I'm going to give it just a tiny bit of persuasion. Right now, do this, and this one, go a little tight bit. What's I thought? I'm just trying to set the location of the triple clamp. That's all I'm trying to do. That's why this is happening. That's why the forks are slightly imbalanced, or whatever. There we go. All the way up. There we go. Okay, we'll leave them there. I'm gonna tighten these all down. Because right now, all I'm trying to do is make this and this in the correct orientation. Or attempting to. So that way, when I find my pieces and parts that I need, my little washer here. And 1, 2. Put that on. Grab my big wrench. As the manual says. Here, I'll read it. Alright. So what I'm going to do now is I put my nut on and this washer, and hopefully these fork tubes are lined up appropriately. And I'm going to snug the fork tubes down or with clamps, just so they don't move. I gotta go get me a socket with this on it. Very, very entertaining stuff right here. So this is the grind, not the grind. The fun part, turning wrenches. So then good. You get something. With an 8, and no. Just because that's kind of obnoxious. It sounds. I want to use the big wrench, dang it. I want to use it. Right now I'm just trying to get this all lined up the way it should be. And then just get it right where it should be so that way I can take 4 tubes out. And eventually work on it. Wait, no, I gotta click. Click. I gotta torque them all today. Click. 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 Alright. So now that's all nice and snugged up. Take our big old 32mm wrench. I'm going to use this as per what the manual says. Here, I'll read it. Manual. It says, after 2000, which this is 2002, 80 foot-pound. Install tightened stem nut to the specified torque, and that's 80 foot-pounds. So I gotta set my torque wrench to 80 foot-pounds. And no, I do not have a socket the size of a 32mm wrench. But if I did, I would use my torque wrench. The other torque wrench. This time I'm gonna use this torque wrench. Oh. It helps if you go the right way. Oh. Let me just pull that here. Got put a 200-pound grill on it. Click. Did you hear that? Click, click, click. Yeah, okay. 2 spork. Put my big wrench away. Let's do this. Just get the bars out of my way. Let's mark our video here. So I took that off. I'm going to put the bars on now that I have my stem nut torque to spec along with my bearing preload nut, which I can get at, so that's good. I can adjust it if I need to later. Are all to spec, and my top hat and bottom triple clamp are all snugged up on the forks. They're not precisely where they need to be, but all I'm trying to do is make sure these two are in line. I don't really care too much about where the forks are at the moment, because again, I will be rebuilding these forks. So it's not too crucial their position, just as long as they're the spec parallel ideas. Get my big Allen wrench right where it went. I know I didn't put it up, because you know, you never do that. It's not what you're supposed to do. Or did I? Let me check. Great. I did. God, no, man. What in the world? Good. Here it is. Again, not where it's supposed to be, because you know that's where you're supposed to put it. Don't pay attention to that too quickly. Or don't think about that too hard. Not where it's supposed to be, because that's where it's supposed to be. Boop. A nice Reinstall fatty bars. I'm not calling them fat, that's just what they're called. Anyway, I'm gonna figure out one. Dang it. Dang blasted. Of course I assumed that where they were before the right one, huh? Something like that. Dang it. Look. I put something on. Give me that. Hello. Pause this right now. You watch that. So, as you can see, I now have the forks. Treble clamps are on. The forks may not be in the right place, but whatever. I'll deal with that another time. Preload set, and the big stem nut is on. 280 foot-pounds, 80 foot-pounds. And it already feels, I'm not even on the bike, and it already feels immensely more solid, more stiff, more confidence inspiring than what it was. Before you could literally do this and you can hear it creak, 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 and the whole front of the bike would move. Thankfully, not anymore. Now, what I'm gonna do is attempt some good, sexy B-roll of the setup as it is right now. I should put the brake master cylinder back on. And then I'll film removing the forks for a later video where I'm going to rebuild the forks. Because like I said in the beginning of the video, they have a small amount of oil on them. And the beginning of the video was filmed on my phone, the Galaxy S8 Plus. And the rest of this video has been filmed on my Canon, my big DSLR camera. I'd like to hear your opinion on which one is better or not. I like to believe that the camera, the big dedicated Canon camera DSLR deal, is better. That'd be kind of funny if it wasn't. But I guess I'll find out in editing how good it is to work with. But yeah, so I'm trying to do some good B-roll shots of what we're dealing with here. And then I'm going to take the forks off, get them prepped ready for another video where I'm going to rebuild the forks. Which, again, I've built show forks, but I haven't built KYBs, so that'll be interesting.
All I do is adore you all of the time. I like to I like to I like to love you every day. I like to love you, I like to love you, if I may.